Well, today we conclude our series, Tips for Adult Children Who Are Caring for Their Parents, with ways to support the caregiver. And with that in mind, we have joining us again Sherri Snelling, a gerontologist and author, and Ginger Vance, who cares for elderly parents. Ginger, talk to me. You and your parents have been going through this, and you live in a different state, so that's got to be really tough, all right?
You know, it's been a learning process all through navigating it. From the beginning, now that my parents are on board with a little bit more self-advocating, you would think it would get easier, but issues arise, and we really just try to communicate as often as we can. And I recognize, I'm sure there are times where they don't pick up the phone because they just don't want to talk about things.
Sure.
But most of the time, we, all five of us, my brothers and I and my parents, are all in sync, and we talk quite a bit.
Well, Sherri, you know, oftentimes the caregiver is a family member, and that can sometimes put a little bit more of a burden on that family member and also on the parent that's being provided the care, because they don't want to ask their child to do this, that, and the other. So, I mean, talk a little bit about how these devoted caregivers need to understand that maybe you got to step back a little bit and open up the door and let somebody else in.
Yeah, I think one of the things, Montel, that we talk about is that caregiving is a marathon, not a sprint. And so we have to build in kind of that thought process around, I will be caring for a while. How do I make sure that I keep up my own energy and stamina, get the breaks I need? Because if you hit caregiver burnout, you're not going to be there for your loved one because you'll be too ill. So getting the respite breaks, are what we call it, so that caregivers can kind of refuel, becomes really essential. Ginger's family is a wonderful example of how to do it as a team, but very often we see it fall on one person's shoulders. And so when you can bring in a professional caregiver, maybe from Comfort Keepers, that can give you that respite break that you need, then it can keep you going.
And don't feel guilty about it, right?
Yeah. I always say that, you know, grief and guilt are kind of components sometimes of caregiving, but we shouldn't. We're doing this, we're giving a wonderful gift to our loved ones by caring for them. And so we have to just get rid of that guilt and learn that we need some care ourselves to keep going. That's really important.
And Ginger, Comfort Keepers have been a part of your family's life now for over a year, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, just how important has this been for you and your family?
Knowing that there is a caregiver in the home when we are many states away has been giving us a better night's sleep. It really has. Somebody, should the need arise, for them to have them call, somebody for them to drive to anything from a supermarket to the hospital, to urgent care, to a doctor's appointment, which is what's happening now. So it's been a real peace of mind for both my brothers and I, and we try to do quarterly visits, but knowing if we extend beyond the quarter, we feel comfortable.
And you're getting them the information about how they're doing on a regular basis.
That's
anyway,
right. That's right.
Any final thoughts?
Well, I think one of the conversations that we don't often talk about that's so critical is emergency situations with our families, where maybe there has to be an evacuation. You know, we see all over the country different weather events, and we know a lot of older adults don't want to leave their home. It's a really essential family conversation. And also, if your loved one has a pet, we know our pets are our lifeline. Where are the pets going to go? Because you can't take them with you to a shelter. And finally, have a go bag ready for your parent or parents, where they have medication, their insurance card, a little
Let
cash.
them participate in putting that bag together.
Yes, and also a little note for the EMTs, because they'll look for it. I wear hearing aids, my medications are in the refrigerator, I use a cane or a walker. And then having a comfort source in that bag in case you do have to leave your home, you're taking something with you that keeps that connection for you. Those are really great to have in your plan.
Ladies, this has been so informative and so educational. I can't thank you enough for being a part of the show, honestly. And of course, if you want more information on our series, you can go to comfortkeepers.com and check out their social channels. You can also head to our website, thebouncingact.com, for more information. We'll be back right after this. Again, thank you so much for being here.